maturity is over!
This time on The Big Show, Oscar movies on the couch, a breakdown of the Impossible Mission Force, and Elliot hates Jude Law. Let's do this thing.
Risk-a-hoggetay.
This episode of The Big Show is brought to you by Whamageddon and Patreon supporter Norma Reynolds. Thank you, Norma.
Hey everybody, it's The Big Show, episode 335 for December 2nd, 2018. I'm Jason.
I'm Anna.
And Christmas, if you can't tell, is officially here. I'm tying my shoe. We went and got our, hey guys, don't make a vlog, video podcast, whatever, with your shoe untied. Because
just
you could
ask
trip.
him for trouble.
You could trip and fall. We went and got our Christmas tree.
We did. We have a Christmas tree. It smells very good.
Turns out there's a, 2 Christmas tree farms within 0.8 miles of our house.
Right up the hill.
We had no idea.
Yeah. No, we knew one was there. We did not know there were 2.
Yeah, we
accidentally turned into the one that we didn't know was there, and it ended up being amazing. This huge, like, open hill, and
so we got it like the day after, 2 days after Thanksgiving, whatever. We were supposed to go this weekend because, of course, Elliot's class is having a Christmas tree fundraiser, but we're like, F that, we're getting a tree this weekend. So we did. But you're going to go work at the fundraiser tomorrow.
I am. I'm going to put in my time.
That's all right. And then today we went to the Christmas light show, which in downtown.
Light parade.
Light parade, yes. It was logging trucks.
It was a parade.
And Scentsy.
And gyms.
And gyms. And and
then the brewer. The local brewer put on the best one. And like, you know, they had hipster Santa on there, and he was dancing, and there was a Grinch, and there was a big snowball fight with just, you know, the fake snowballs. It was just fluff. And
we live in a college town, and so
this is so cool, and I should go, you know, to their business more and do their pub crawl. And Jason's like, "You're not in college.
No,
this is not for you."
For the college crowd.
They had a Harry Potter trivia night, and then they had a Harry Potter pub crawl, and I was like, "Yeah, I want to do that."
Yeah. You're old, Anna.
Either of those things.
But although I just went to the doctor for my physical, and he goes, "You know, I wouldn't know from looking at you, but you're in your 40s now." Do I look 50, sir? Evidently not. So last time on the show, we were struggling to find Oscar movies. This time, I found a great blog post that said, here are the 8 Oscar movies that you should watch trailers for. And so we did that. And yes, they do in fact look Oscar worthy. And so today we thought we would run down the, in fact, we've already seen one of them. Because God bless Netflix.
Right?
For putting them on. Because we have a 5-year-old, so we're not going to go to movies.
Never.
Unless it's really good.
Star
Have we
Wars.
seen last year's winner yet?
What was it?
Oh.
Yeah, Shape of Water.
Shape of Water. Oh, and the one before that was 3 Billboards, right?
We have seen 3
I think
Billboards.
so. We saw 3 Billboards, too. It won.
Oh.
I think it was the year before.
Moonlight? How many years ago was that?
Oh, wait. Moonlight. Maybe I'm mixed up with Golden Globes and things. Could be.
I don't think the 3 Billboards won anything.
Moonlight? Because Moonlight was the same year as La La Land, right? And so that was when the mix-up was. Mm-hmm. That been a while.
Which I haven't seen La La Land either.
You watched the beginning of La La Land and said,
I can't.
This is awful.
I can't watch this.
Or too cheesy? What was the problem with it? The singing part?
I was like, I like you, but I don't like this.
Yeah. So we did watch the first one on the list, which is The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, last night on Netflix, which is a Coen brothers.
Yeah.
Your old friend Joel and Ethan Coen. And we love the Coen brothers. So
I liked it. It was like a whole bunch of short stories, which was pretty cool, and they were all set in the West. And they were I liked it.
Yeah, from time
Some
to
of them
time
were a little boring.
I was bored, but at the same time I was glad that they got to breathe almost. It was like just very slice of life, you know, like the guy who was mining for gold. It was like
that was
digging
a good one.
Every hole, and so they go from absurd to morbid to.
I didn't realize it was going to be a bunch of little stories, and so the first one is actually Buster Scruggs, and I was like, "Oh God, I can't handle this guy for
Tim
the
Blake
whole
Nelson
movie.
singing and
I can't handle this."
Goofy.
And then it was over. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then I liked Liam Neeson's story.
Yeah.
It was very disturbing.
Yep. And James Franco was weird And
it was real short. The James Franco one, but then the last story with the wagon train was so good. And it was just, that was a really well told story. It's just really neat little well told stories. I liked it. I don't know about it for an Oscar winner,
that's what I was wondering. Yeah.
But at the same time, when I think back on it, I'm like, that was really good.
When every one was like, even when it was slow, it was super engaging. You're like, what is going to happen?
Yeah.
And like, there's always like a shocking twist or something that...
Something I noticed was a lot of the dialogue very much sounded like George Clooney's character from Oh Brother.
Oh.
They spoke very much like him.
Yeah.
Buster Scruggs definitely spoke like him. And then, and even the characters at the end of the movie, the two, it was
Tyne Daly
Billy. Billy Knapp and Billy Knapp and Alice Thibodeau or whatever her last name is. Lubidoux. Both of them had sort of a "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" sort of dialogue, but I liked it.
Yep, it was
good.
Hey, and it's on Netflix, so go check it out.
And you can get through the Buster Scruggs part. It's really short, actually.
Well, I thought it was kind of fun.
I just thought it was the whole thing was called The Ballad of Buster Scruggs,
Yes.
and so I was like, oh god. But it's a short story.
Yeah, they're all short. So another one. So that was number one. Number one is on Netflix. Is called Roma, which is black and white, and it's from Alfonso Cuarón. Is that
Is this on Netflix?
It's not available quite yet, but it's going to be. It's going to come out in theaters first. They're doing like a 1 week run in theaters so that they can get some Oscar eligibility.
They're playing it on. Cool.
So Alfonso Cuarón did Gravity.
This is really convenient for me for this to be happening. By the way, I will actually go see these.
Well, and then one not even on this list. Dolly Parton and Jennifer Aniston have one coming out called Dumplin' next week, which looks kind of interesting.
Netflix?
Yeah. Jennifer Aniston's like, I want to make a movie, and I want Dolly Parton to write the music for it. So I'm like, okay.
Netflix is like,
Netflix is like, cool. So this is black and white. It's it takes place in Mexico City. I don't really know what it is. I mean, it looks very artsy, kind of, and
it's called Roma.
I think this might be the girl. So it's a Mexican City family, and then the girl that works for them, and sort of like life in Mexico City. Sort of like, but they didn't really give you a whole lot of what the plot was.
It's gonna have subtitles.
Did it?
Mm-hmm. There was no English in it. There was no language spoken in the trailer.
Because one of them does. So Shoplifters, which is from a Japanese director, is about this family of shoplifters who find this little girl, and then they sort of take her in, and then they're accused of like stealing her and all this stuff. And that was all. The subtitles were all in the trailer. But
yeah, no, this one didn't have any
dialogue.
Dialogue in it.
I don't remember. Okay.
So I was like, that's either a no dialogue movie or subtitles.
You gotta really be. I mean, Amelie is a subtitle movie, and I love that one. So
you just gotta be like, oh yeah, I gotta pitch. I gotta
be in the
screen.
mood. You can't be watching your phone during the Buster Scruggs solos. Widows, which is directed by Steve McQueen, who did 12 Years a Slave. Basically, all these women, their husbands were involved in some sort of
bank robbery
or something, and then the bad guy wants to come and get the money from them or something, and so then they have no choice but to go Liam Neeson themselves and get some money and come together. And they look kind of badass.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like Fast and Furious. It looks more like or Ocean's 8 or anything. It's a little more in depth, I think, or deep. So, again, though, that one is in the movie theater, so we won't see that until it comes out on HBO next August. So hopefully it doesn't win. At Eternity's Gate. Now this one I could see Willem Dafoe, just from the trailer, getting nominated for the Oscar.
Right.
Playing Vincent Van Gogh. It's very artsy, but it's also kind of a cool look into Vincent Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Look like.
Yeah, and like sort of almost fighting for creating this type of art that he created and being part of an artistic revolution.
And not being appreciated for it.
Yeah, pretty interesting.
So that looks cool. Green Book, which we had actually watched the trailer for, but didn't really... That's the one with Viggo Mortensen. He's driving the African-American pianist, or Jamaican-American in this case, around the South.
Okay.
And they become friends, and he's...
I've seen this?
Viggo, yeah.
Trailer? Okay.
What's that movie that Viggo Mortensen was in?
The Lord of the Rings.
Hidalgo. I got a ding. No, it deals with like race in the South in the 60s.
Oh, okay.
And music. a really, really, really good piano player, and then like the guy who's driving him around Vigo is sort of a little more like Brooklyn, doesn't really appreciate the art, and then they kind of become friends.
Okay. That doesn't interest me.
Yeah, The Favorite though, that looks good. It's a period piece with Emma Stone. It's sort of a period piece, but it doesn't read as a period piece because it's sort of catty and funny.
Yeah.
So Rachel Weisz and Emma Stone are like these girls who are fighting to be
ladies in waiting, or I don't know what,
for Queen Anne in France or something. Yeah. But it looks funny.
It does.
So I'd watch that. And then follow up to Moonlight, Barry Jenkins has adapted the book If Beale Street Could Talk, which I have not read.
Neither have I.
It's
as a matter of fact.
It
looks like it's
in the South.
Yeah, civil rights and issues with police and
relationships in jail and babies and stuff.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, like remember she's my God, I'm having his baby and he's in jail.
Yep.
So anyway, so those are the movies: Roma, Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Widows, At Eternity's Gate, Green Book, The Favorite, Shoplifters, and If Beale Street Could Talk. So there you go. And we've already seen one, so check that off. Yes, no, meh, really quick.
Okay.
So if you've seen the spoilers for these, you've already watched the movie. But if you haven't seen them and you want sort of a quick bite, The Grinch.
Yes, for little kids.
Yes, for little kids. I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. Well, I didn't like the Cindy Lou Who storyline.
Okay.
I liked her friend with the red hair, though. He was
cool.
This
is a yes, no, meh. You're just going on.
I can talk for a minute. I'm not giving a full review. I'm not giving spoilers.
Grindelwald.
I didn't see it, and I don't want to go see it. I don't even want to rent it.
I don't even know what happened.
I don't even like Johnny Depp.
I don't know what happened.
And Elliot hates Jude Law now, so that's all I know.
Right? Mm-hmm. Okay, the next two I didn't see. Smallfoot.
Smallfoot. I liked it.
That sounds like a meh.
But it's meh. Don't run out to the theater. I think you missed it in the theater, actually. So
yeah, it's coming out on Tuesday. It says Tuesday on iTunes.
Well, that makes sense, because when is The Grinch going to come out? Right? Like April? Or next Christmas?
Right,
I don't know. So yeah, Smallfoot. You totally rent that. It's so
wait till it comes on a Netflix. It sounds like a Netflix.
All about lying to save the community. That's all you need to know. And Wreck-It Ralph 2. Elliot really liked it. I thought it was long and had a little bit of a curveball in the middle, but it was funnier. I liked it better than the first one, I guess. Although I did just watch the first one again and sort of enjoyed it. But
I still found it kind of meh, the first one.
So definitely wait for all of these except for The Grinch to go to the theater. Grinch, you can go to the theater now because it's sort of in season.
I wouldn't even wait for Grindelwald. Don't watch it.
But never watch Grindelwald. Never watch anymore. If J.K. Rowling writes a script, don't go. She's a novelist, not a screenwriter. Hi. Hey,
you didn't even see it, and you're very passionate about it.
Well, I edited your spoilers, and evidently not very good. And then I read a bunch of articles, and not very good.
No.
Quick TV shows. Game of Thrones comes out in April. The final 6 episodes.
Dragon.
Blue Dragon.
That's what I'm saying.
That's where they left us off. The wall
Dragon.
was breaking down.
Dragon.
It's going to be epic.
Yep.
They said something about the most epic scenes that you've seen before have nothing on what they have planned. So.
That's what they need to say to get you to watch it. I don't know.
No, it's the most watched show ever thing.
Dragons.
So, and then Brooklyn Nine-Nine comes out January 10th. So
yay!
That'll be fun.
I love that show.
And we watched the second episode of Manifest, and we stopped.
Nope, can't do it.
And we watched all 7 episodes of American Housewife, and that is
still about where we're at.
That's about where we're at.
That's kind of all there is. Well, because we usually watch American Housewife and Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Uh-huh.
We were just looking through Netflix and feeling completely overwhelmed by the amount of content that is available and new on there. Like I saw there's a Get Shorty series on there. I love Get Shorty. I love that movie so much. So I'm like, Do I want to give this a try? I don't know.
I watched the first half of a mushroom documentary today. Fascinating. Super fascinating.
Anyway, I'm overwhelmed now looking at it. And then I haven't been exposed to any sort of media about the media. So I don't know what's good, what's not.
Well, they've been canceling a bunch of Marvel stuff on Netflix.
Right, Daredevil.
And we didn't get into season 2 of Jessica Jones on there, so I don't know. We went to Stephen Page Trio, formerly of Bare Naked Ladies.
We did go to see Stephen Page.
And he did all his greatest hits.
Yes. And it's funny because I thought, that's got to be all. That's got to be it. Oh, broke into the old apartment. Like, yeah!
It was fun.
It was fun, and it was nice to see him having fun. Although I felt like he did not have the banter with his trio that he has with Ed. I felt like he and Ed were really quick. And, like, Ed would do that... the improv yes and thing with him, and his bandmates are like, you're funny, So
Although,
they didn't.
We had
feed his need, I think. For
the audience
funny.
yelling out stupid crap, and so
I hate audiences. I hate people.
Just do it. Although we did use the Nike slogan to get him to do songs, which was good. That's how we did Asleep at the Wheel.
Asleep at the Wheel. He wasn't going to do it.
Goaded him into it.
It was a really small venue, very small.
Yeah.
And a lot of people down on the floor were standing, and then we were up in the balcony area where there were chairs.
I still don't want to go see Bare Naked Ladies, though, again.
No, I mean, we saw them on the Macy's parade, and it was like...
They're just like, I don't know.
I know. I feel kind of bad going to see Stephen Page.
He's the voice, though.
He is the voice.
The only reason you would watch the rest of the band is for the humor, and they've lost the humor when they lost Stephen. So now all they are is just a weird shell of what they used to be. So,
but I guess I liked watching or listening to Stephen. It was really good to hear some of his favorite songs. He sang "War on Drugs," and I was just like, I didn't even expect him to really sing a lot of Bare Naked Ladies stuff at all. I thought it was gonna be all his new stuff, and that's why I was like, where are we going?
It was. I mean, there was a fair amount of his new stuff. It's probably half and half.
It was about half and half.
Yeah,
it was good stuff.
But but he sang the more upbeat, fun stuff from his new stuff, I think. So
yeah, it was great.
It was entertaining. Yeah. I took on an impossible mission. The Impossible Mission Force. Mm-hmm. Mission Impossible Force.
The IMF.
IMF, Impossible Mission Force. And I've decided to watch all 5, actually all 6. The 6th one comes out on Tuesday.
Excellent.
And so, I've seen them all, but we bought the first 4, and then we had the 5th one on DVD or something. And so I've been watching them back to back while I'm on the cardio machine. And I can tell you the first 2 are awful, and then JJ takes over with the 3rd one. But the first one, I keep thinking, like, what is it about the 3, 4, 5, 6 that are so much better than the first 2? And the first one is kind of like just your typical covert, like very safe action movie with some twists in it, right?
The second one doesn't make sense.
The second one doesn't make sense, and it's John Woo, and it's like got the flying birds and the all karate fights and stuff, and it's really dumb. And the 3rd one, JJ takes over. JJ directs the first one, and then Brad Bird does the next one, and then the guy who's done the last 2 does 5 and 6. But they add humor, they have better twists, and then in like the 4th one, they completely fail. It's all just dumb luck through the whole thing. but
is that the Rogue one, where they climb the Dubai tower?
That's Ghost Protocol. Rogue Nation is the one with the Syndicate, and they on the plane.
And he goes
into the water thing, and
look,
he
drives
the car backwards.
There's one thing from each one, and the one from 3 is Philip Seymour Hoffman. Mm-hmm. He's awesome in that movie and scares the shit out of me in that movie. And then the one from 4 is they climb the tower. The one from 5 is the water. And then the one from 6 for me is that he's in Paris.
Yeah.
Because we went to that one and we're like, oh, we've been there. I know where he is. They're going to turn around and there's the opera. Oh.
But it's funny because now that I know what's happening, right? I know the plots, but watching them all back to back like this, I can see the twists, like how they write them. Like they make you think that Jeremy Renner is going behind their back, but really what he's doing is the plan. Like there's always the twist where you think it's wrong.
I was watching the third one on the what is the thing we have? It's on a treadmill.
It's called an elliptical.
Elliptical. It's lower impact, you guys.
Yeah, it hurts my knees though lately.
So yeah, my knees are sore. I was watching that one on the elliptical, and they make you think that what's his name, Morpheus, is the
Morpheus.
one. Morpheus. Throwback to the Matrix. That he's the one who's the mole, but really it's
the guy that's
the guy from Almost Famous.
I had to go in there when you were
Billy Crudup, but what was his name in Almost Famous? It's Morpheus in Almost Famous.
I had to go in there when you were watching the scene of him in the convenience store because I'm like, he's the one that like got him right at the very, very beginning, right? Yeah. I'm like, oh, I forgot, like because you don't know at that point, right, that he's the bad guy, but.
Well, and I don't get how. Why are we talking about this? But I don't get how Philip Seymour Hoffman's character, when his head is hanging out of a plane, can hear Ving Rhames yelling "Ethan" inside the plane.
Because he has to know. He doesn't need to know his name.
And he's like, Ethan.
He doesn't need to know his name because he's working with the bad guy anyway, so it doesn't matter. But
Elliot actually watched with me the scene where he rushes to the hospital and then his girlfriend is taken, and I was like, Elliot, come watch this. It's probably rated R.
Probably, yeah.
And I knew that scene. I was like,
it's funny because I was watching this and I'm like, oh, this is like a cool James Bond.
Oh, you know what we watched with Elliot? Sorry.
I was on the middle of my James Bond thought. Because James Bond is sexist and he's all about him, and Ethan Hunt is like about the team and about doing the thing. And yeah, there's girls in bikinis, but he's not like out to have sex with them.
Yeah, he's
I like
asexual.
I like Ethan Hunt more than James Bond. That's all I was gonna
actually say. Tom Cruise is asexual. I get nothing from him. Never have.
But Simon Pegg.
No, but when I watched when I was younger and I watched Top Gun, I was like, Val Kilmer, hello. At the volleyball scene, I was like, whew. What I was going to say, though, is something that you didn't put on there, but we could say was we watched Puffs. And so Jason and I saw it when we went to New York a year ago. We saw it on Broadway, off Broadway.
Off front row.
And it's about what it's like to be a Hufflepuff.
There were 4 rows.
In the Hufflepuff house. During the years that Harry Potter was at Hogwarts. And so we bought it.
Yeah, it's on iTunes.
It's on iTunes, and we watched it the other night with Elliot. And there are some parts of it that I'm like...
It's a little bit R-rated.
Yep. Is it rated R?
Could be. Well, it might be a hard PG-13.
I think it's a PG-13.
Yeah.
But she thought it was hilarious.
She was watching it again today.
But it has such heart, because it's about like... the Puffs are who are they and why are they such losers and why do they always lose and that kind of thing. So it's a really great, and maybe not for your 11-year-old, but
for your 11-year-old if she's so hardcore into Harry Potter that she won't shut up about it. Yeah, and she's a Hufflepuff.
She's a Hufflepuff.
So
yeah,
just like her old dad. Do you see I got the Forrest Gump poster?
Color on.
Behind you. Lean that way. It's that white right behind your ear. Oh, right.
I see Empire Strikes Back. I can't turn my head that far.
It's right behind
Stranger
you.
Things. Oh, there's Forrest Gump.
Directly behind you.
I love Forrest Gump.
I know.
I can't show that to Elliot yet either, though.
No.
Is that PG-13?
I don't know. All I think of is the scene with the little kid doing the moaning sound.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, he sort of has sex with Jenny a couple times, and then there's the hookers on the New Year's Eve, and
I know I bought Scrooge.
The
and I'm
war.
thinking about if she can watch Scrooge, but it's a little.
I don't know. We gotta watch these things.
I know.
And like Christmas Vacation, we should look at that one. That one has the F word in it.
Well, she can handle an F word.
Mm-hmm. And it has Christy Brinkley swimming in the pool.
Well, she could handle boobs. I don't have a problem with.
No, I'm just trying to
slight
think of
nudity, but just the whole on humping that I don't want to get
Christmas
into.
Vacation is rated R.
Probably.
I don't think we're ready to introduce rated R movies.
No.
I didn't even look at the rating on Puffs.
See, but something in PG-13, those are usually much more violent.
Yeah.
Like,
They can have a shit ton of violence.
I bet Ballad, except for the some stuff, like the blood and stuff, would probably be fine. It's if you show a boob
or
you
sex
say
in the language.
the F word, it turns into an R, and
That's
really
messed
some
up
of that
world
is
we live
less than the
Right.
violence. So I don't know.
That's super wrong.
Is that everything?
Yeah. I think
Okay,
we've done
that's
plenty.
everything for this time. I'm Jason.
Amanda.
And Seacrest out. Hey, thanks for sticking around. If you'd like to subscribe to this show, as usual, there's a button right on Anna's face, and you can click that to subscribe to the show. You can click on my face to support us on Patreon, and right here is a video that YouTube is suggesting you should watch. So, thank you.